Alright. So I'd kind of was thinking of like something to kind of do for a video, just because kind of have some stuff to really talk about. But I was seeing that they added the Chaos Elemental boss pet, which is pretty cool. Um, and then also the way they're doing the boss pet events is a 3-day lasting event from Tuesday morning till Friday morning. It's the way they're changing it. Um, and then also last weekend was 50% more experience. Would have been kind of nice to know about that and play, but oh well. Also, there is an Iron Man mode that is going on right now for the test servers. And this was something that I had talked about before, that this is what I was waiting for, is Iron Man mode. Um, right now I'm actually on the test server, and it's not. I mean, I know they're still testing stuff and they're still removing things, figuring things out of how it's going to be done. Um, and that is something I do want to get into in this video as well. I think I talked about it before. I think I did. I think I talked about it once before. And then I talked about the fact that they're trying to find out how exactly Iron Man accounts would be able to get donator and premium status. And I mean, to me, I feel like it should just be sold in. There should be like an Iron Man only shop, and it should just lock all of these shops here. All of the shops in Edgeville should be removed. Or not removed, but they shouldn't. An Iron Man account shouldn't be able to trade with these NPCs. Basically, what it should be done is they just find the items through these shops that are actually things that an Iron Man account would need. I mean, for instance, like skilling items, like a spade, knife, all of the skilling items here, things you can't get normally through doing something. Now, like something like soft clay, it's a bitch to get it, but it could be done. An Iron Man account would be able to mine this and make it into soft clay. Now, with Rune Essence, same thing. You can also get these from Implings. You can't mine it as far as I know, but you would be able to get these from Implings, so still, that can be obtained. And then, let's see, I guess like things like anti-dragon shield. I don't know if anything drops that. I don't think it does, but I mean, basically for anyone that actually watched my Iron Man series, you pretty much know the way I was doing it. The way I had played the account was that anything that I could get myself, I got myself, besides herbs, just because it would have taken ages, just because the mobs that really drop herbs really didn't really they didn't really drop herbs enough. They dropped more of the higher level herbs, so there was really no way to kind of like start herb lore. So the way I had done it was had it to where I had to buy unnoted, and I had to do it like that. I could not buy noted herbs or secondary ingredients or vials, any of that. I had to buy them unnoted, making it to where I had to keep going from the shops to the bank, back and forth, blah blah. Things also like pickaxes and axes, I feel like this would be fine if you could buy those. That's kind of whatever on that. I think you're able to make axes, but I don't think you can make pickaxes. I could be wrong on that, but I also don't know of any monster that drops pickaxes or axes except the dragon. The dragon hatchet. It's the only one that I know of. So yeah, I'm not really sure too much on that, but I mean everything else here you could pretty much obtain yourself. And it would actually make it to where like those drops you get for like noted diamonds, or a noted ruby, or actually just getting a gem drop in general would actually be somewhat decent. Like, because for instance, like being able to buy shit from here make crafting way too easy. Like of course it is gonna be better just to go out and just kill dragons and just get their hide and make d'hide armor. Obviously, that's gonna be the best way of getting crafting, but things especially like this, Runes should completely be off limits. You should have to craft your own runes, making it to where mage won't be so easily overpowered. Because I mean, like, very much so, mage is a very OP thing to have. And if you're able to have mage very, very quickly and you're able to have access to runes very, very simply, it doesn't really make it much of a challenge. So, hopefully, that would be maybe a thing. And then, like, the ranging store, I don't really know on this just because, I mean, like, you could make your armor just fine, you can make your bows just fine. You can make crossbows. I think you can make crossbows. I mean, you can also get them as a drop as well. You could get a rune crossbow as a drop. Um, and then bolts. I mean, bolts are kind of a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. They are kind of a bitch to make. But it also, again, it would give a use to the gems in the game. Like, there's always, non-noted and noted gems that pretty much every monster in the game drops. So it would actually give use to those if you actually had to make your own bolts and enchant them and all that stuff. Now, the only thing that I do know that, because I don't remember if there's chickens in Lumbridge, but I know the Avancies in the God Wars dungeon drop feathers, so you could get feathers that way, but I could possibly see feathers being like an okay thing to be able to buy. But, I mean, really the way that I would want this Iron Man to be, the Iron Man mode on this server, I would enjoy it for it to be to where basically you had to get everything. If there was a way that you could get it through a skill, or if there was a way that you could get it through, if you get it the item through a skill or from killing something, I feel like that should be the way to obtain it, just because it would make it feel a lot more kind of like RuneScape, which to me would be kind of fun. But I can also see where people could kind of get a little bored of that. Um, but I mean, I could also see where some people would go at the fact like, oh, well, Iron Man is just meant to be basically like playing single player RuneScape. So basically, you should just have it to where they can't interact with other players, they can't PK, or or if they do PK, they can't pick up someone's loot whenever they kill someone. Um, or basically like the normal rules there for Iron Man and actual RuneScape, which I feel like, yeah, that could be a good thing, but also at the same time, it would be just as like you're playing the game normally, just that you're not buying items from someone. And to me, I don't feel like that's really Iron Man. Like Iron Man, you feel like you actually accomplish something. And to be honest, I mean, I did Iron Man, non-official Iron Man, and doing that Iron Man series that I did. I mean, I did like 20 something episodes. I don't remember. But you could see that I didn't really get that far in the account. Like, yeah, I had some quests done. I had most of the skills maxed on the character. I think I had like 2 or 3 skills left, but I mean, it's just one of those things that that took me a while to do, and that was even with playing quite a lot a day, and I ended up actually stopped playing my main account to play that account. So I mean, it's one of those things though. Like, I would want I would want it to be where it's supposed to be hard. I mean, that's what Iron Man is supposed to be. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be where you're gathering things yourself. I mean, if you look at anyone's Iron Man series that they do on old school RuneScape, you will guarantee you will see that they are just grinding their life away to be able to get somewhere. Now, we have times experience. So even if they were to release it to where none of these shops were accessible except, some of these items that are in some of these shops like I talked about, that you'd be able to buy. I mean, like for instance, like this entire shop removed, just gone. Like there should be no reason why it's there for Iron Man. Make it to where you actually have to get your items yourself. Make it to where like if they go out and they get a dragon dagger from, because I'm pretty sure it was steel dragons or iron dragons that drop a dragon dagger. I don't think it's poisoned at all. I'm pretty sure it's just a plain dragon dagger. It would give some risk for you to go out there with that dragon dagger and, and maybe kill someone when you're out in the wilderness or whatever. if they make it so you can PK as Iron Man. I would hope that they do, because it would make it a little too easy for doing things out in the wilderness. So, but it would give that risk for someone that's an Iron Man. If they brought their Dragon Dagger out there, if they lost it, they'd be like, "Oh damn! Now I gotta go spend like 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something at Iron Dragons or Steel Dragons to get it back." So it's kind of one of those things. Like that's what I want to have the feeling of. That is, if I was to die somewhere and I lose like certain items that normally you could just go to the shop and just buy them, I want to have it to where it's like, oh, well now I gotta go and kill like 4 or 5 other monsters. Shut phone. You have to go kill like 4 or 5 other monsters or something to really get all your gear back. It would make it a little bit interesting, I guess. Um, and then like this, remove. So you can make all of this yourself. So I see no reason for that. And then the robes, I mean, robes, whatever. If you want robes, whatever. It doesn't give you any bonuses, so I guess whatever. And still, again, on this shop, I mean, there's a few things in this shop, obviously, like all your skilling items and stuff. But definitely like the potions, the food, gone. There's no reason for that. You can get all that stuff yourself. So that was kind of like my little 2 cents, I guess, for Iron Man stuff. I mean, I can see that even on the test servers that I'm still able to trade these NPCs, so it still shows me that they're trying to figure out exactly what you're going to be able to exactly do truly in Iron Man. Now, I'm not really too sure of like a lot of other things. Like I saw that the skilling zone is still available, so I'm wondering if they're going to keep that or not. And I mean, honestly, I don't mind if they keep that. I guess. I mean, like, really, skilling shouldn't really be a big portion of Iron Man. I mean, except for your main skills. Like, if they do remove like the armor shop, or make it so you have to make your own shit. Definitely, mining and smithing will be a pretty popular one I could see. Um, and then I guess like rune crafting, if they make it so you can't buy runes. And a lot of these things, a lot of these things, that if they do what I'm saying, like making it to where a lot of these items aren't accessible through a shop, if they do that, then that would make it to where your skills actually tie together. Whereas normally you have all these people in the main game that are just sitting there and they have 2 billion mage experience and they have 1 rune crafting. It's things like that that really kind of annoys me, because it's like you could have easily have just gotten rune crafting, made your own runes, and gotten a shit ton of experience in general overall for doing it that way. But I don't know. Like I say, I guess that's we'll kind of see what happens with Iron Man. I guess. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it'll kind of become like what I'm wanting it to kind of like what I'm wanting to see, making it to where it's actually a challenge and not making it to where it's just like immediately day one, someone that plays for 24 hours sits there and has most 99s already, and they like didn't even have to like actually train any kind of like raw gathering skill. Like it would just kind of annoy the shit out of me. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And definitely when it comes out, though, that'll be the main thing I'm playing. And it's still one of the things I'm waiting for. And it's the first time they've said really much about Iron Man stuff being on the test server. So maybe in like a month or so, maybe it'll be out. Maybe 2 months or something. I honestly have no idea. Hopefully, though, it'll be somewhat soon, because it is one of the things that I would like to come back to. Like, just immediately come back after not playing for a bit and just immediately slap right into Iron Man. But I don't know. Now, pretty much anything else I'm going to talk about for the most part is just miscellaneous BS. Pretty much has nothing to do with PkHonor. But recently I've been playing like other games, and sadly I cannot record any of them, but they kind of take out the time of me of what I would normally be on PkHonor for. Now, I said that I will start doing videos, and trust me, I will. Recently, my internet has been being really, really shitty, which hasn't helped any. I've been playing games with friends, and like I had said even before, that when you don't have friends playing RuneScape with you, the game gets pretty fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie. It gets pretty damn boring. I cannot find a single friend to play. Like, yeah, I have friends in game, but people that I've talked to for years would be nice to have them on the game. They won't play the game though. They think the game looks old as shit. They think the graphics look like garbage. So kind of can't help that. With all these new games that are coming out that require a $2,000 computer, friends of mine that have those kind of computers, they're not going to sit there and play a game they could play on a computer that has Windows 98. So, because of that, a lot of my friends won't play this game, which is really shitty, but, I guess I can't complain. This game is pretty damn old, and I've played it ever since the beginning. Why I still play this game, I don't know. I feel like it's just because, like, no other game has really ever accomplished something that RuneScape has, so. But yeah, with playing all these other games, though, it gets in the way of trying to play PkHonor, but also as well the fact of that, internet's been being really shit, and then also as well, I'm actually moving, and it, I think it'll be, I'm moving everything out on the 15th, and then I think I'll end up be cleaning the other place that I'm at. Well, the place I'm at right now. Be cleaning this place up for a few days, maybe a week or so. I don't really know. But I should have internet like almost instantly, maybe. And then I'll be moving everything in, and it'll probably be another, I'd say like 2 weeks before I'm like comfortably moved in again and willing to start doing some RuneScape stuff again. Well, PkHonor stuff. So yeah, I guess roughly like I don't know, like say like 2-3 weeks or something. I should be back to recording again for PkHonor. Really, I think that's really about it. They said this is kind of a shorter one compared to my normal ones that I've done. Actually, I guess there was also the release of the Prince Black Dragon with the Wildy Worm event, or I guess is it the Wildy? Yeah, that's the mini Wildy Worm. I guess is what they're releasing for the weekend. Yeah, the baby Wildy Worm. It'll be released this weekend, and then also for. See, is it? Did it start? Oh yeah, it start. Wait, no, it starts. Wait, I don't know if it started already, but it starts today. The Black Prince Dragon. The Black. Damn it. The Black Prince Dragon will be dropped. Let's see. There's has a 20% drop rate. It's surrounded by baby black dragons. Has a double drop rate on the Prince Black Dragon. Always gives Slayer points on kill. Only during the event, only during the event also drops a Black Dragon mask and 3 other special ring diamonds. Not sure what that is. Has an extremely rare chance to drop in the Magic Stone. And people have said before that whenever they had done the Magic Stone event, that people were worried about the fact that there was going to be too many Magic Stones put into the game. But from the last time they did it, there was literally 0 dropped. So, and it shows on there that theoretically, I'm guessing of how many was actually killed, because I'm sure Mike could probably do that. Theoretically, there could have been 1 to 2 dropped. So I would figure the drop rate's probably very, very high, for sure. And yeah, the Woody Worm event, that might be pretty fun. I might join in for at least that, and then kind of carry on with some other stuff. I don't really know. I just gotta get like into the mode of really wanting to play PkHonor, because it's one of those things. You kind of get, like, I burnt myself out. I shouldn't have done what I'd done. I played for a whole month, and really what I should have kind of been doing was just, like, kind of, like, breaking it up with other games, and that kind of did screw up my way of what I was going to do. I was going to do a straight back-to-back month of PVM and month of skilling, and it didn't go so well. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, though. Got no other stuff for PkHonor, and yeah, like I said, roughly about like another 2 or 3 weeks or so, we should be doing PkHonor stuff again. Like I said, all of a sudden it was just like, oh hey, I'm moving. So, yeah, yeah, I guess I'll see you next one though. Peace.